to be in a video? I'll scratch your belly. Anybody? Somebody? They don't love me. Hey guys, before I start my video, I want to say thank you so much for all the love that you guys have shown me in the last week. I've been getting so many DMs, so many people hitting me up on Facebook, even people walking down the street. Remember, if you like my videos, please thumbs up, press subscribe, and even share it with your friends if you want. Okay, so most of you, if you know who I am, if you don't, know that I love big animals, I love small animals. I don't like bugs, but I mean, they're cool. They don't bother nobody except for mosquitoes and bees, but you should save bees. Anyway, so this video, of course, is going to be about animals who've attacked me. So I was living with my grandmother, right? And there was this cat in the hallway. So one day I'm eating breakfast and she comes up to me asking me if I can go find the cat. And I'm like, what am I gonna do with a cat? And she's like, let it outside. Like, who wants to put a stray out? That's so sad. But she was like, oh no, it's meowing, it's really loud, we need to get out the building. So I tried walking up to it and it hissed at me. So I went back into the apartment and I was like, this cat is evil, it's trying to attack me. And they were like, we need you to get it out the house. I'm like, why? It's not bothering nobody. Let someone else do it. Call maintenance. And they were like, no, we need you to go. So I was like, fine, I'll go try again. For breakfast, I believe we were eating like steak and eggs, and I ripped off a piece of my steak. This was before I became pescatarian. I was like, meow, 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 meow. And I was like, meow, 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 meow. She started, I think it was a she started walking up the steps towards me. And I bent down and I gave her a piece of steak and she was eating it. So I was like, alright, cool, let me go get her some more. Brought back a even bigger piece of steak. I don't know what happened. Maybe she didn't like the way that it was made, but she just like started hissing at me. So I tried to give her another piece of steak. I swear to you not, her eyes turned red, like the recording button, and she just like jumped on top of me, started scratching me. I started crying and I pushed her off, and then I ran into the apartment and I went back into my bedroom and I cried. And I didn't like cats since then, but now I love cats. I think the cat was pregnant because it looked really fat, so maybe that's why the cat was being really vicious with me. But at the same time, I was just like, I'm trying to help you out, because they try to throw you out into the streets, you know? I really didn't like cats for a very, 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 very long time. Now I have 2 cats, and they don't attack me, so. My second story of being attacked by an animal is shorter than the cat one, but it's still just as funny. So, if you're wondering, that is green tea with jasmine, lemon, and honey. I don't use sugar as a sweetener, I use honey, because I don't really like sugar like that. So I got attacked by a squirrel. It's a really short story. It was after school, it was near the pool. I remember it was like around fall because the pool was closed. There was a girl who lived at the apartment complex. She was feeding a squirrel these like peanut candy type thing. So she was trying to feed them and she was going to them. And this girl was like, I don't want that. But I was trying to help her or whatever. So I stepped up to one that was chilling on a tree and it was just looking at me. So I was like, oh, friend. Next thing you know, it jumps at me and starts chasing me around the pool. And I ran into my apartment building and I didn't come out the rest of the day. I know this story could have been longer, but that's essentially just all that happened. I don't know what happened to the girl. I think she ran too. So we were at Wildwood. Maybe. I did get stung by a jellyfish at Wildwood, but I'm not sure if jellyfish are considered animals, so I won't tell you a story about that. But I got stung by a jellyfish. But anyway, back to my other story. So we were at Wildwood and it was around lunchtime. We were all sitting at the blanket and my mom and my aunt and my grandmother, they're like passing around sandwiches to the kids and stuff. And, you know, seagulls, they're like swarming, you know, the beach. So they caught eyes for our food and they swarmed down and they're chilling next to us. You know, it was just like one or two, so it's like, hey girlfriend, whatever. But then it was like a whole flock started surrounding us. Me being a brave young man, I got up and I started running with my sandwich, trying to get them away from the family so they can eat and whatever. I'm running, and I just hear like caw-caw, caw-caw, caw-caw. So I look behind me and there are like all these birds like following me. One pecked me in my ear and then I just threw my sandwich and then the birds like attacked the sandwich. So I'm all depressed and stuff because I really wanted that sandwich. So I'm all sad and I'm walking back to the, this is me walking. I'm walking back to the blanket or whatever and everyone's laughing and I'm like, what's so funny? And they're like, you just got attacked by a bunch of birds. I'm like, yeah, this is true, so I really want food now. So they ate all the sandwiches. There was nothing left for me except like a piece of cheese and like a slice of bread. Alright, so those were my stories about being attacked by animals. Pretty traumatized, but now I'm over it. So now I like just sharing the story because who wouldn't want to share a crazy story like that? So thanks for listening. If you have any stories about crazy animals that you've experienced, please put it down in the comment section. I'd love to read them so I can laugh at you, just like the way you're laughing at me. I also would love if you could give this video a thumbs up, and please press the subscribe button if you haven't yet, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys. Hi. Hi Bash. Bash, why are you so grumpy? You just don't love me.